Alright, I finally finished Sonic Adventure 2. Thus, I will be doing a full review on the Dreamcast version, not the GameCube version, but Dreamcast version. Story. I want to talk about the story, the controls, the voice acting, the music, level design, and the graphics. Let's start with the story. Well, Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik breaks into a secret military base where he finds the ultimate life form, Shadow. Thus, Shadow tells him he'll grant him one wish if he finds him all the Chaos Emeralds and meets him in the Space Colony Ark. So, Robotnik tries to find all the Chaos Emeralds, and Shadow's looking for them too, and when seen by the military, he is mistaken for Sonic, which the military go after Sonic. And so, meanwhile, Knuckles meets this bat woman named Rouge, who is a treasure hunter and loves anything that's treasure. And so she really wants the Master Emerald. And she tries to steal it from him, but out of nowhere, Dr. Eggman comes and snatches the emerald. And so Knuckles jumps up, leaps up, and shatters the emerald. Rouge is furious. And so then Knuckles tells her that he can restore it. And so both go after the Master Emerald. And so Sonic breaks out of the military's helicopter and he finds Shadow. And their first encounter did not go so well. Then Sonic gets arrested again. Then Tails goes out to find Sonic as nothing will stop him. Meanwhile, he encounters Amy, who Eggman has her in his place, and so Tails goes out to rescue Amy, and then they go to Prison Island. On Prison Island, they find Sonic and save him just in time before the island blows up. And so their quest continues, and they finally make it to the Space Colony Ark, where Sonic tries to trade in the fake Chaos Emerald to Eggman so Eggman could put it in the cannon so they could save the world. And such, earlier Robotnik already figured out that they had a fake emerald, so while knowing, he traps Sonic in a capsule and he shoots the capsule to space, presuming that Sonic is dead. But Sonic is not dead. He used the Chaos Emerald to warp out of the capsule inside the space colony to save his friends. Then after a battle with Shadow, and then the space colony goes wrong. They figured out an old program that J.L. Robotnik activated years ago to have the prototype of the ultimate life form, to have the space colony zoom into Earth as you know, to get his revenge after the gun destroyed the Ark and closed it down and all, and Maria was killed, which Maria's flashbacks, she's basically Shadow's, former human companion before she was shot down by a gun, and Shadow always sees visions of her, and he thinks her promise to her was to get the world's revenge, but he doesn't remember quite clearly. So, while working together, Shadow almost refuses to help the others, but Amy reminds him of Maria. And so he goes out to save the others, and he tries to defeat the Bio Lizard, and the Bio Lizard goes out to space. And so Sonic and Shadow get their super forms ready, and they get ready to kick the Bio-Lizard's ass. And so they defeat the Bio-Lizard, but the power of the explosion knocks Shadows down. He loses all his powers and he falls to his death. Yeah, it's pretty much a long story. Sorry, I hope I didn't bore you with that. But now let's get on to the cover art. It's Sonic and Shadow on the same thing. It says Sonic Adventure 2, Dreamcast, Sega, Sonic Team, rated E for everyone by the ESRB. In the back, Save the World or Conquer It gives, lots of playable characters, the features, and Save the World or Conquer It. Let's get on with the game disc. Sonic and Shadow on there, and an advertisement for Phantasy Star Online. Now, let's get on to what characters do what. Got my Sonic action figures to show you the individual characters. Sonic and Shadow's levels are fast, speed action platforming levels, which are very similar to the 2D Sonic, only it's in a 3D environment. Controls on these levels are very good, with the exception of the grinding stuff. The grinding stuff can get a little slippery and unresponsive. Like when I try to go to one rail to the other, it's almost delayed, or it lets me go to my doom. Anyway, Sonic and Shadow's levels get a 9 out of 10. Tails and Eggman's levels, or Robotnik's levels, are 3D lock-on shooting games. The controls can take a little time to get used to, and especially when it comes to the lock-on, it's a little confusing and delayed. Overall, these levels, they get an 8 out of 10. They have their flaws, but they're good. Knuckles levels, they're not bad, but they're still the worst levels of the game. The radar system's broken. I mean, in Sonic Adventure 1, the radar could detect almost 3 emeralds at a time if they were close together, but the radar in this game can only detect 1 emerald at a time, so when you're looking for the other emerald, you could be very close to the second or third emerald. So Knuckles and Rouge's stages, not as good as the Knuckles levels in Sonic Adventure. They get a 6 out of 10, and I'm being nice. The Chow levels. Well, Chow World, you get to raise your Chow, put them in races, put them on your mini games, on your VMU. Use the VMU. Put mini games on here, very much like you for Sonic Adventure. And let's talk about the vibration in this game for the jump pack. Pretty darn good, especially when you get hit by an enemy. Man, it rumbles like crazy. Goes zzz. Dang. Let's talk about the voice acting. This game has some pretty good voice acting for its time. I mean, most of the actors from the original Sonic Adventure returned, except for Michael McGarn and Corey Bringas. I know what you're thinking. Corey's in the game. No, you're actually listening to his brother, Connor Bringas. Look at the credits. Go to IMDb. Just look. Careful. The music in this game is awesome. Hardcore, amazing, outstanding. The best soundtrack, in my opinion, of a Sonic game. With hit songs like For True Story, Eggman, City Escape, Radical Highway, Meadow Harbor, Unknown From Me, Pumpkin Hill. I know a lot of people hate Pumpkin Hill and Aquatic Mine, but I like those songs. So, Sonic Adventure 2. Should you pass on it? Should you grab it? Should you play it? Definitely play it. If you see this at your local video game store or Amazon.com or eBay, just don't hesitate to pick it up. This game was also ported to the GameCube. Most people have the GameCube version, but I'm lucky enough to have the Dreamcast version since I got a Dreamcast for Christmas. So, with precise, a little slippery and unresponsive controls, some level design's okay, but oh, I forgot to talk about the graphics. Outstanding. I love the graphics in this game. They're amazing. This showed off what the DC could do with nice, colorful, vibrant graphics with some dark ones. It can wag your tongue. This doesn't use cel shaded graphics like Sonic Shuffle. No, these go back to the 3 CGI graphics. The cutscenes are good, with good story, precise but a little stiff and unresponsive and slippery controls at times, and good character models, good levels. Sonic Adventure 2, it's a 9 out of 10. Almost flawless. My favorite battle is the final one with the Bio Lizard when you're out in space and you're in Super Sonic and Super Shadow. It was amazing. Hardcore music, amazing. Sonic Adventure 2, don't hesitate to pick it up. Pick up the Dreamcast version, because Dreamcast version, you know, that they still have the cat cameos. I love those things. Although with some of the cutscenes, I couldn't get the big cat cameos, but I did see them in the first stage. But anyway, take care. This is my full-length video game review of Sonic Adventure 2. See ya!